called to order at 12:35. Everybody present.
Everybody's here. All right, I have the minutes, which I had emailed. The only thing
I think they only went to May though.
Oh,
I would say I
really?
didn't see
Yeah,
that.
they
Oh,
only went to May.
Look at me not knowing how to use technology. Well, there's the
Okay.
minutes, which we have to go over, I guess, anyways, right?
Yeah, everybody's gonna read them. Did you fix what I?
I talked to Mel, I just showed it to Mel, and she said, that's fine for now, just mark that
Okay.
everybody was in attendance, and then she said, this time to just go through and number 1, 2, 3, and then bullet point under each agenda item, so I'll just do that. She is gonna send me a template, but she said that, that works too,
Okay.
so whatever.
Yeah, because the first one you responded, it went to everybody, and the second one was just to me.
Oh, whoops.
And I was like, but just a friendly reminder, replying to all constitutes a quorum.
Oh, okay.
So when you send an email, it's okay to send an email with this,
Yep.
like out to everybody. If we reply to all, it constitutes a quorum of speaking about things, and we can get ourselves into trouble with that. That's why it's a good idea not to hit reply to all and to specifically talk to the chair, going
Yeah.
through the chair about something specific. She can send out the minutes to all of us in advance. You would send it to her,
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
So it's
just-
okay for me to send the
Yes.
agenda to everybody?
Yes, the agenda and the minutes.
Okay.
But we can't talk about anything on it. You can talk one-on-one with someone
Okay.
about something specific, but we can't all email and
Because I
back and
didn't
forth and
realize
things
that.
like that. It constitutes a quorum, and we're not in a public.
Which is kind of crazy, because wouldn't that be more
That sounds
efficient?
ass backward.
It's.
Isn't it more efficient to just email and do it?
I don't make up the rules, okay? These are state rules, and
Oh,
it's
yeah,
so you're
no.
not talking and making decisions behind the scenes without the public
being
being
able to be
aware. The same way we have this public meeting, like, we couldn't have this in our living room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's the reason.
Okay.
It's public, so others can chime in if they choose to, which I highly doubt anyone's gonna chime in on anything here. But,
We could only wish.
yes, like,
Had
please,
someone
come
chime in
help.
last week, so
Yes.
never say never.
Yeah, true.
Okay, let's go.
So, anyway, so yeah, if you guys wanna read those real quick.
Everything looks
Done
good
with
to me,
that? Go
but
ahead.
I was
You
gonna
can-
say,
I have
if
no
you're
idea
good
what
with
I'm
that,
looking for,
then
so.
Well, you're
Just basically what we went over last
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, you're just looking to make sure it all looks correct to you. I did send her one adjustment, to that first line. Did you
Oh,
make?
yeah, I have to do that. So I'll do that.
So the first line, it says that I made a motion to spend the money, and I said, well, no, I didn't make a motion to spend
Spend
the
it.
money. I
To-
meant to make the motion to find out about the band so we can
Can,
get a dollar amount, so we can actually figure out if we can
Yep.
spend the money.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that was the only critique I had,
Yep.
which she was gonna change, so. Yeah, everything else looked okay to me, quickly glancing through it. Other than I told her, I said Mel has a format if you want to get a little bit more formal, but I said other than that, it's good enough for Memorial Day committee. This isn't
I'll
rocket
I'll
science.
take it back so I can just write that on there.
Fix that.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
So, yeah, I'd like to make a motion with to approve the minutes
As amended.
with the amendment of fixing that first one to saying about how we didn't approve to spend the money, that we approved to look into how much the band would cost.
okay.
So information about and a price for
Yes.
the band.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So
So,
perfect.
somebody has to second it,
Oh,
and then you
second.
have to do the thing.
Okay. Can I second it?
No, you let somebody else,
Okay.
somebody else has to make the motion, and then somebody, you can ask for the motion.
Okay.
Okay, but she seconded.
Any discussion? All approved?
I, okay.
All right. I received a phone call from Sue asking if we are planning to do the ice cream social, and informing us we do have to ask the Council on Aging if we want to do that.
Okay.
I know we discussed last week that food would be, but I didn't know if we needed to officially motion that before we,
If they're willing to do it and it comes out of their fundraising, Kitty, I have zero problems with that, because again, they handle it, they do it, they take care of it all. Zero problems.
Okay.
But again, everybody else can chime in as well.
That's
That's fine.
fine by
It
me.
sounds like we just have to formally ask, but I wasn't sure if I was allowed to formally ask before we had to.
Okay,
Decided.
I'll make that motion to ask if, for Stevie to formally ask the COA. It's a COA, right?
Yeah.
Council on Aging, okay. Council on Aging about the ice cream social to move forward if possible, as long as there's no costs or problems on our end with manpower or anything, I'm all for it.
And then she asked where we were in deciding about the senior singers.
Well, hold on, we have to,
Yeah,
second.
sorry.
Motion received to ask the COA about ice cream social, so
Yeah.
I will second that.
The seniors usually riding the float in the parade.
Well, hold on, we have a motion on the floor, sorry.
Any other discussion?
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
All right.
Alright.
They usually do a what?
Well, usually seniors are in the float in the parade.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're singing, they're just riding. or-
No, singers.
No, not the singers. The Council on Aging does one, right?
I think in regards to the singers, it was about what we, because she had heard about how we discussed about potentially
Yeah.
shortening things and,
The singers always meet at the church.
okay.
Yeah. To sing. Yeah.
Right, where they're-
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody talked to Sue. I don't know who it was.
I did. That's who,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Because I just saw her briefly Saturday.
Yeah, after she saw you, then she called me
Okay.
to try and get more information. I'm like, we've had one meeting and we did not get that in depth yet.
Yeah.
Um,
I saw something about a float. I'm trying to remember where I saw it. I'm sorry, everything has been just dogpiled on me the last like 3 weeks.
no, I hear you.
Did, was that on Face? Hold on.
I don't remember
Say,
seeing.
I haven't seen
I can-
anything
I
about
can
a
bring this up, we can
float
keep
there,
going,
but,
I'm sorry.
I also don't monitor those pages, so.
No, I think it was an email.
Okay, so this was more of a reminder for me. Were we asking the senior singers to still sing for?
I think we had said that we wanted them to still sing, but see if maybe we could cut it to like just the chorus or, I don't know, somehow shorten it up a little bit. But then, like you said, that would be like cutting the
Yeah.
Star Spangled Banner, so that's, I wasn't sure maybe what the
only thing
seniors had
I
thought
had
about.
spoken to Nancy Alfonso, who's being our conductor while Janine is in Florida, and her only thought was, we can't shorten them by cutting the actual song.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we can sing faster, and we can ask the kids to march slower, or to
Yeah.
go slower. You know, you can
Has
ask.
it always been done like that? Has somebody always sang the whole thing? I feel like it was never that long before, but I could just be.
Well, the military songs, the military anthems for the military.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
are a certain length.
Right. I just didn't know, has it always been done that way, that those songs were always sung as they were going up to put the poppies on the?
As far as but I've only lived here, I've only been here,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
12 years,
Yeah,
so I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I don't remember.
If that's how it has to be done, then that's how it has to be done. That's
Doesn't
fine.
have to be done anyway, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not
I
like
don't
it
think it's
has
a-
to be
I don't
done.
think it's a bad idea. I think it was just more of a, how can we make this not as lengthy, but
Well, we
whatever,
could cut
it is
a
what it
few
is.
speakers.
there's also that. Yeah, I'll get into that after.
I mean,
But
I don't care, I know that I have a rehearsal tomorrow, and Nancy's going to ask if anything was decided. She did say that if you decide not to do it, that Janine will probably want to come to one of our meetings, and when she gets back from Florida.
yeah. No, I don't
discuss it.
think.
I'm totally in favor of them
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if they could, like I said, just maybe sing just the chorus or whatever, but that's fine, we can do
Well,
that.
yeah, if they
Ask
can
them to,
speed it up a little, the tempo,
Yeah.
and then ask the people, bring the poppies up to the wreath, because that's
Just go a little slower.
Go,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
take
all.
your time, you know,
Right, well,
saunter a little,
yeah.
you know?
yeah, that's all,
Right.
that's all.
Okay.
All right.
So that works.
So as far as the singers, it's a yes.
Do we need to motion that?
I would.
Okay.
I'd like to make a motion for Nancy to
Speak to Nancy.
Yeah, speak Nancy to speak to Nancy, and move ahead with having the singers join us again, the senior singers for the ceremony.
Okay. I will do that.
Do I have a second?
I'd say second.
Any discussion?
She's writing as fast as she can.
No, that's fine.
No discussion for me.
Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
When we get down to 6, I have 2 things. Don't let me forget.
Okay.
Seriously, I'm all like so all over the place. I gotta make sure I get to the right meeting with the right information.
All right, I made a note.
Yeah.
All right, while I was on the phone with her, I did inquire about where that stuff was located. I was told that we have somewhere. It's at the, there's like tablecloths, there's like bins or something.
Okay.
It's at the DPW.
Oh,
I
in
have
the
to go
trailer?
get it with one of the people from the senior center.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, their trailers. There's a crappy
You're
trailer.
saying
between
tablecloths and stuff?
or something, she said there's bins of something.
Okay.
flags, maybe
I don't know. She just said,
decoration for trailers. Although a
Maybe.
lot of that stuff gets ripped off and thrown away because it's like aggressively.
Yeah.
Some of it's good, and I think they saved some of it. So maybe it's that. I don't know.
it was a brief phone call, so the next time I
Okay.
touch base with her, I'll inquire exactly what's in there.
Okay.
But I just wanted to find out, because I remember when I talked to her like way before, she had mentioned there was stuff somewhere, and I thought it was at the senior center, and she's like, no, it's down there.
At the trailer,
But
yeah.
you need somebody to go with you when you get it.
Yeah, because it's
So-
locked.
Yep. Next on our list, discussion of options. We need to figure out who's gonna be master of ceremonies and a guest speaker, I guess. The gentleman who came and was sitting
Mike
last
Stoll.
time had mentioned that, so I wanted
Yep.
to make a note, so.
Yeah, I think last year he was the master's. Yeah, Mike Stoll was the master
Yeah.
of ceremonies last year, and the year before that was Tom Collier, and it's been Tom Collier for like ever. Mike Stoll took over when Tom kind of stepped back.
It didn't sound like he wanted to.
Who, Mike? No.
Yeah. So,
At least to my knowledge, I don't think he wants to.
yeah.
So we would need somebody to move forward with that, and then also a guest speaker. A guest speaker. Last year we had a couple. We had the guy from Westminster. He was a vet. He spoke, right?
I
Was
don't
he-
remember.
And
My
then-
children were tapping out by the time the ceremony was starting.
True. Yeah, you have littles. And then we had.
I can't hear anything in the back, so.
Yeah, and then we had, I want to say,
Ryan.
Donnie.
Donnie Bertram?
Yeah, wasn't Donnie there last year?
There was someone
And-
here.
And I think Peter was there. I think they were both there.
So do we have to have, what's the, and this is just me being naive, what's the significance of having a political figure here? Do we have to? Okay. Just wondering. It just seems like that was a big deal, and I just don't really see the,
Well, Donnie is a vet.
oh, he is? All right, so I guess that,
Yeah, it would have to be maybe a political figure, but someone who's a vet.
and that's kind of
And
my
we-
thing,
in
like,
the
that's,
past, yeah, we in the past had the woman who was in charge of
Yeah.
Veterans Affairs. but-
Yeah. Last year, it was a gentleman from Rutland. Not Rutland, Westminster. I want to say it was Westminster. He was, I'm not sure if he was the vet agent or he was a veteran officer or something, but he was something in Westminster. I can't remember off the top of my head. There is a video that's on YouTube that we could always go back, and he said who he was.
yeah, right, find out. who it
He did a
was.
decent speech. But again, I would say somebody different, just for the sake
Yeah,
of having
see
something
if,
different.
I mean, there's new people moving in and out of town all the time, there's, I don't think it would hurt to reach out to people that we know are vets that obviously hold, or even someone, I don't even necessarily think that it needs to be a vet, maybe a family member of someone who was killed in action
Yeah.
from, recent wars or whatever. I don't necessarily think it has to be a veteran.
Yeah.
So maybe somehow find out and reach out and, I don't know.
It is not that easy.
Because you have to stand in front of a whole.
Well, no, but I mean, it's not that
Yeah.
easy to find someone who's
Right.
willing to do it.
Yes.
Right,
Oh, I
right,
agree.
So if you
Yeah.
start,
That's probably why they've gone with political figures. in the
Yes,
past.
because that's a
Yes.
lot easier.
Yes.
yes,
That's usually easier. I'm just trying to think of, like, anybody in town that, not necessarily political, but like even on committees and stuff that,
Would be comfortable in that
yeah,
role.
that
be
would
able
be a
to,
vet.
yeah, because it's hard to stand up in front of a large crowd. Like, I don't have a problem doing it, but I know a lot of people loathe it on even on a
Oh,
smaller stage,
right,
you know,
right, right.
can't.
Yeah.
Even just doing the camera thing, like, people are like, yeah, I'm not doing committees because I don't want to sit here on camera. And it's like, you just ignore it, you know?
Yeah, right.
You just have to ignore it.
Just can't crack side jokes like I usually do.
Yeah, you can. It's like, whatever. As long as they're in good taste.
Well, that's where I have a shortfall.
Okay.
Anyways.
So anyway, moving forward. But yeah, having somebody be able to stand up in front of a large crowd of people is problematic, and then having something to do with Memorial Day,
Maybe
being
I
a
can
vet
put that
or
on
something
there.
is, again, secondary problematic. So you merge the two, and it's epic to try to find somebody to do this. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe just do some research on ideas, and we'll come back with that.
That's fine, but if we can't pony around with this.
No, I
and,
know.
Like, you know,
More important than that is getting your master's ceremony.
Yeah.
Because you
yeah,
can't do without the master's.
Yeah.
that is.
So
the-
how is that normally? You said it was one person for a long period of time, then Mike
Yes,
Stoll last year.
it was Tom.
Tom,
all
and then,
year.
and then his son-in-law did it, who's
Okay.
still
I do
active.
remember, yeah.
And Jennifer, I think, did
How
it.
about Bill
Say, his
Shea?
Now she has a
daughter?
daughter who's active.
Bill Shea, is that
Yeah.
what
He just got back from Gulf,
Okay.
actually, just got off the ship, she's at. But,
Are they all
Not a
in
bad option.
town or local at least, or
Rhode
something?
Island, but I'm not going to speak for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, right,
Yeah.
right. I know somebody, the problem is she lives over in Templeton, and Templeton usually does a big thing. And she's still in the military, she's active. I can reach out to her and see if it's something she would be interested in. She does come around and do a lot of this kind of public speaking stuff or whatever, so I can reach out to her and see if it's something she'd be
Now,
interested
are you
in.
talking speaker or?
Yeah. Or
Master of
of
ceremonies.
Master of ceremonies. And see if it's something that she would do. She would be good for it if she wants to do it. But she has kids and she lives in Templeton, and I know that they do something, so I just don't know if that would even be an option for her, but I can reach out to her and see, too.
Look, Bill Shea would be interested.
I'm for whomever. I have no preference or.
Find somebody.
Yeah, I just want to. I'm at the point where let's just nail it down.
Are there qualifications that, according to that book, that these people have to have? Like, do they have to be a certain anything to do whatever, or?
They've all the ones I've seen have been military, but I don't know, some relation, either retired or
Yeah,
active duty.
okay.
Yeah, it has the list of the people who have been in contact for it before.
We
But I
had
don't
Ryan
think-
one year, the town administrator.
Yeah, was he the master of ceremonies, or was he just a guest
He
speaker?
was a speaker.
Yeah.
He was really good. I remember,
He was, and he definitely added a lot to it because he was active. So he was definitely a good one to have up there to talk. But
Yeah, but I don't want to try to chase rabbit holes that he's not coming to do it. So I would like to focus on people that might actually
yeah, right.
come. You know, no, he was a good speaker though. I will agree with that completely.
Maybe I'll ask my father. Try to get the old man up there. He
That's
can do
fine.
it.
So we need a master of ceremonies and a guest speaker.
Yeah.
Regardless, I would say everybody reach out to people that you know that you may think that would be a good for both, and come back next week.
Just gauge
with
interest.
Yeah, just to see if there's
It
interest.
may be one and the same.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, could be
Like,
one person, do both.
and that's fine. If that's what it is, it is. I personally don't know of anyone off the top of my head that would do it, other than towny people like Bill Shea and things like that. If you guys, you folks know, well, you had said you may have family member, like, if you guys can all reach out to the people that you think may in the next week and come back with some names, then we can, that engage their interest, because if they're not interested, then we just put that aside, don't even bother. We're not gonna waste our time, again, chasing down people that aren't interested. But we need a couple names of people that would be interested in doing this for next week, so we can start moving forward with putting people in place.
Yep.
I do a clergy person.
Perfect.
Can't give you his name because I've forgotten it.
It's okay, as long as you know
I'll
it
just make a
somewhere.
note that you did secure someone
Yes,
for
it's the
that.
husband of the lady that accompanies the singers.
That's,
And he's ordained, an
Okay.
ordained priest,
all right.
minister.
Good. At least that's one check off the list.
I did get the contact for the gentleman we were talking about for potentially Grand Marshal.
Okay,
I got his number and his son's number because I was advised to.
Talk to his son?
So I'll
Okay.
be doing that hopefully later today.
okay,
Grand Marshal.
okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, just make sure you put their names next to Stevie and Nancy for which is which, so we don't lose that in like, who the hell was doing that?
Yeah, who asked, who's doing what?
Because again, it all turns into a big blur. It's like, yeah, we talked about it at a meeting. I don't remember who said they were doing it, but somebody
And I
said
meant
they
to
were.
write that name down.
That's okay.
Before I left home and I,
That's, I'm searching through emails trying to like, oh, I know there was an email somewhere. I found it though, so it's okay.
All right, so you're gonna talk to the person you might, are you comfortable talking to Dan Shea?
I
Bill.
talked to him.
Okay. Bill Shea,
Yeah,
sorry.
okay, yeah.
All right. We've kind of covered most of number 5, and I've sent out emails about the ROTC stuff. I haven't heard back on all that yet.
And you hit the marching band singers, or no, did you not?
No, I totally forgot to send for the Quabbin band. I gotta
Okay.
do that one.
But also for them to sing possibly the national anthem?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
And then I double checked with Sue on the personal contact for the band, and she gave me the phone number because it's a better way to
Okay.
reach.
all right,
So that's on my list for today.
okay.
Do you want to cover your 2 items?
I did have an email from Lorraine Michaels saying, "Hi Katie, my brother provided the trailer for the Veterans Parade the last 2 years. I spoke with him yesterday and he said he would be very happy to do it again this year. Can someone from the committee give me a call?" And she gave me her cell, which I'm not saying it on camera. I told her, "Thank you very much. We will definitely, we have a meeting this Monday and I will relay this to the committee and we will circle back with her." So that is at least one trailer that is not rallied up by the Lions.
Okay.
I know some of them are like, I think the Greens and,
we get ours from the green.
okay. Some of them are through the Lions and such, and I think the COA had, I don't know who's interested in doing this, so that might be a feeler out to the COA and the Lions on if they wanted to do their trailers or whatnot.
We have a meeting this Wednesday and that's on that plus I will discuss the hot dogs, the things that you
Okay.
mentioned before we
Awesome.
get through.
Great. But I have her phone number. I can forward this email to whomever, probably you. But yeah, so she's willing to pony up the trailer for the Veterans Parade. Don't want to assume, but the question would be, are they actually pulling it or are they just donating the trailer? Like,
Right, do we have a
so,
trailer or do we have a driver?
Do we have the full?
As far as I know, it came all inclusive.
Okay.
But now
would
that you
ass-
say that,
I know, I would assume too, but again, you know what happens when you just automatically assume
I know.
something? It blows up in your face. So that's a follow-up question
Yeah.
that needs to be addressed.
Right.
Because a lot of times
Well, I know
people
her-
want to pull
there
their own
was-
trailer.
something about her brother not wanting someone else to pull.
Exactly, to pull their trailer because it's their trailer and it's their
But
stuff.
you're right, we need to ask for
Make sure,
Get all those
always.
details. And is she willing to have it arrive decorated, which is what they did
Okay.
decorate it last
Baby,
year.
we gotta just
All
relax
right.
right now, okay?
Did you catch that, Stevie?
No, I'm sorry.
If it's willing to arrive
I mean,
decorated.
is she
Okay.
will she just have the trailer there ready to use? You know, decorated and ready to go
Yeah,
with its own,
driver and car, truck pulling it.
Yeah, I put the
Yeah.
driver, I missed
Yeah.
the decorated part.
Okay, I just forwarded that email to you, it has her cell in it,
Okay.
so.
and
you're all
some of those decorations that they used might be what some of the stuff is in the
Down
Yeah.
the trailer.
trailer. That may be
Whether
what
or
some of
not,
that is.
That makes
yeah,
Because that's probably the Council of Aging's decorating
Yeah.
stuff is there.
Yeah.
And they are responsible for their own trailer. We're not.
So what do? They get the vets and the seniors and stuff to sit on the float. They take care of who they put on the float? on the
Anybody
trailer?
who, they just offer it up to
Okay.
any vet.
So
they
it's nothing
send
that
out-
we have to do?
They did, well, they
Well-
sent out, the committee sent out a thing.
Blast email.
Oh, okay.
To veterans, that there would be a float. Anyone who wanted to march could march, but anyone who felt they couldn't march
Could ride.
could certainly ride in,
Yeah.
So do
on
we
the
need to do
float.
that again then?
Yeah.
Okay.
That has to go out, maybe a month before the thing.
Yeah,
to send
to
out
start
to-
pulling
And there
it
is a list of veterans, so.
My husband is part of the Masonic Lodge in Gardner,
Mm-hmm.
and at his meeting last week, they were asking for the details,
Okay,
because they may potentially have some people willing to come walk and stuff.
okay,
So,
that'd be good.
what's our
I'm-
normal start time for it?
11 o'clock.
Yeah,
Okay.
roughly, because although they want everyone there around, they say 10 o'clock, but I roll in around 10:45. Because I'm not waiting there
It's a long wait. and
with
it-
children.
Yeah.
Um,
Even for the fire crew. I mean, we're grown children, but even us sit on the side of
Yes,
the road.
but
it's
it
a lot.
is, you can't just have everybody arrive within 10 minutes either
No.
and line them all up. So we do, I would say 10:30. But that's me. What does everybody else feel? How long do we feel that it actually
What time, you
takes?
need to know what time you want the road shut off.
The what?
So the police don't usually shut down the road until 10:59.
Okay.
Because they let the traffic go through.
Right.
Usually as the fire department, we sit off to the side. Usually we have all the old cars on the side of 68, right by the rec field. And then the horses and all the stuff that needs space take up the rec field parking lot.
Yeah, the people.
Those people should probably get there at 10 o'clock because they're probably gonna need time to get the horses out and whatever. So, but they've all been doing it long enough that they'll know what time to get there. It starts at 11, you do what you see fit to be able to get there and be ready in time. I mean, they kinda all know
The other
how it
thing,
works.
we definitely need to ask Kelly if we can use her parking
Oh,
lot.
go green, yes.
Go green.
Okay.
To, because you can't just assume, and she's a business, and she needs to function, and you need to ask in advance if we can use her parking lot like it has been years in advance.
Is that the pallet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I have her cell information and stuff like that. Also, Nancy will probably see her Wednesday as well, because she is a Lions. And then also having the Lions usually help coordinate with the lineup, because again, you need bodies. That's where you
Yeah.
need bodies.
There's always more than enough people there.
Yeah, usually.
Willing to tell people where to go.
Where to go, and how to get
So
there,
long as we can all.
in a nice way.
And this is just me being a part of it in years past and standing in the back and watching from behind. We have to hand out clipboards,
Yeah.
lists, and make
Yeah.
sure everyone is on the same page, because you have this one telling this group
One-
that, and one person
Yeah.
telling,
So you do a lineup,
We've always had that, it's just
Yes.
not fun. People just
Right,
do what they want.
yeah.
suddenly
So-
become authorities.
I just like, where do you want the Girl Scouts? Okay, I'll go stand there, like.
So
where-
maybe tell people they can start setting up at 10, sign up by 10:30, and we know some people will roll in a little late, and it gives
Yeah.
us a 15-minute wiggle room.
Yeah, yeah. If you tell everyone like 10:15, 10:30, then realistically, like, and if you can tell like the cars and the horse people, like you can get there at 10, like
Yeah.
just to line up. Anytime after 10, we step off at 11, they'll know when they need to get there in a timely fashion because they're vehicles and they know better, or horses, they know better.
Yep.
The rest of the folks that have, like, you're reaching out to, like, the baseball and the Girl Scouts and stuff, I usually, like, as the Girl Scout person, I tell them, like, 10:30.
Yep.
Because everybody's 15 minutes late. That gets them there for, 10:45. And then they're not standing around too long. If somebody shows up early, it's okay. And if they show up a little bit late, they're still usually okay.
Okay.
I feel like the band probably does that too. We tell them it starts at 11, so
Yeah.
then whoever's in charge of the band and all that stuff says be here at 10 so we can line up, practice, whatever.
Yeah.
So as long as,
You can line up, here's the earliest.
Right.
Here's where we step off. If
They
it's,
can
if
figure it
the
out.
band can figure out what they need to do to coordinate their folks. But I would say, try to be there quarter of
Yep.
at the latest. Just to get parking and be able to walk over,
Yep.
for all intents and purposes. Because you don't want, again, 15 minutes late, oh, it steps off at 11, I'll be there at 11. Minimum, tell people 10:45 to be there at the latest. Because they're gonna shut down the road.
Yeah.
When you tell them they're gonna shut down the road, then they'll usually be there.
so under the, other organizations or whatever, I did reach out to the school, about having the kids participate in the
Speaking.
reading the excerpts or whatever, and she said whatever she needs us to do, just let her know, and she's on board with it. So we can figure out, I'm sure it's all in the binder, what they need to read. I think there was like 3rd grade does this, 4th grade does this. I think there were
That's the way it
groups
used
of-
to be,
Yeah,
but I
that's,
don't know
yeah.
how it is now.
So we can figure
Sounds like
that
it's
out.
been older kids the last.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
So we can figure that out, and I can send everything over to her, and then we can pick a day to do tryouts if 1 or 2 of us want to go down and sit and listen to the kids and see who we like better or whatever, and figure out who we want to do. I can set a date with her.
We're
and-
going to have 7.
Like, yes, we can have lofty dreams, Nancy, don't crush it.
Even if it's just 2 or 3, whatever.
Yes, we will listen to, whoever can listen to the 2 or 3.
Yeah.
It'll make them feel special
Yeah.
to like.
Well, and there's a lot of kids, they just had the Cinderella this weekend, and there's a lot of kids that want to be the center of attention. So
Especially if
go
you
for it.
tell them they can have the paper just in case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
look, it's hard to stand up in front of
We
people,
don't
and I
want
get
you
that.
standing there like this the whole time, but if you need to talk about your thing and then be like, and that, whatever, that cares.
If that
It's
makes it
life.
so you got it just in case.
Absolutely.
Look,
I agree.
it's hard.
Yes.
It's hard.
I've been there when the kid totally lost it.
Exactly.
And then they can't get back on track,
No.
and then that's it.
At least if they
Extra
have,
nervousness at that moment.
Yeah.
at least if they have the paper, they can hopefully pull it together and find themselves.
Yeah.
Like, rather than just, that's the end of it. Like, nope, didn't happen.
Yeah.
It got cut off halfway because they can't remember where they're at. So, that's my 2 cents, but.
One year, I remember, I was on the side watching the ceremony,
Mm-hmm.
and as one of the kids were speaking the Gettysburg Address, the wind knocked the wreath over.
Yeah.
So I wasn't gonna jump up and maybe make him more nervous, but
Yeah.
I think my sister and I, we both walked up at the same time. We put the wreath back while they was.
Speaking, yeah. Well, because there's lots of things going on, there's lots of people, there's things to watch, there's, cars going by, and anything can throw you off your game. So, even the best of the best get thrown off their game, so. I did count how many chairs.
Okay.
Every time I opened a door, I found more chairs. So, I was like, all right, hold on, let me restart this. I counted 137 folding chairs.
Wow.
So there's a rack downstairs that has the fancier chairs that have they're nicer and they have the padding on it. And then if you go upstairs in the hallway, there's a whole sleeve of older metal chairs. Then if you open the door right next to it, there's a whole closet full of more metal folding chairs. And then there's a few here, there, and everywhere of just bobbing around. So total I counted 137. Would that be sufficient?
We rented 150, so.
Okay, so close enough. I think we'll be fine.
I mean, yeah.
And I know there's two pop-ups, I'll double check, but there was 2 pop-ups and granted, they're just 10 by 10s, in the church that belong to the First Meeting House, that belong to the town. So, And worst comes to worst, if it's like, granted, as time goes on and we get closer, we'll know whether we have to pull triggers on if it's gonna downpour, if it's gonna be misty compared to it's gonna be a beautiful sunny day.
Well, the seniors do have some of that, I'm sure.
Yes.
I was gonna say, the fire department has one, maybe two. We definitely have one, but.
And
Yeah.
what about the handicapped accessible bathrooms?
So there are no steps going into the bathroom. The doorways are narrow. But there's no, I double checked, I'm like, is there a step or not? There's not a step. I was trying to remember if the step went into the doors, but it doesn't, it's flat. So the two main doors open up wide.
Right.
There's no problem there. The doorways themselves are not super wide. They're rather narrow. They're,
A walker could get through.
yes, a
But not
walker
a
could get
wheelchair.
through. A wheelchair probably not, especially if it's a motorized one. I highly doubt that. I didn't measure the doors, I didn't have a tape measure on me, but it's,
I'm just thinking legally what you have to have, that's all.
But do you have to have anything legally? Because it's
we
an
don't have to
event
have any
outside.
bathrooms.
That's what I mean,
But
it's an event outside,
It's a-
so
it's a
legally, do
courtesy.
we have to have, I mean, we never have had anything handicap accessible before, right?
You have one the potty, or a potty's handicapped.
Oh, it is, oh, okay, I didn't realize it was a
So,
handicap.
But I wouldn't,
Okay.
personally, don't quote me. I wouldn't, if you say that you could get a walker through there.
yes, I would definitely
I
say
can't
get
think
a
of,
walker.
I can think of one person in the choir
Oh,
that's
then
in a
give her back her
wheelchair.
pup.
Yeah,
But if she really was desperate to go,
yeah,
Okay.
she lives across the street. But
Okay.
she, she could get in. She can,
Okay.
she can stand up with it.
okay. Because there is like I want to say there's a rail, and stuff like that, but it's like the doorway getting in nowadays is not the same as what it,
supposed to be, what, 36
yeah, what it's supposed to be now. I'll double check it with an actual tape measure, because that was one thing I didn't have was a tape measure on me. I was like, ah.
And will
So-
that be, that'll be open and accessible?
I can open the door. I have the key and a code to get in, so we can open the doors.
Leave it
no
open
problem.
and accessible.
Yes.
Okay, I
yes.
don't see where
I
there's
would
a problem.
definitely 100% say leave the door open.
But it sounds like,
Legal requirement, then.
Yeah.
sounds like the Lions are the ones that put out the chairs. It sounds like it's gonna be more of a,
It's gonna be up and down stairs, yes,
And
because
more of
either
an
way, so
occasion.
we can probably get some,
Scouts to help?
or something. Worst comes to worst, we can get my family up there the night before and just
Get
heave
them all
out.
down.
Yeah, just.
yeah, I would not want to wait until that day
No.
to get them all
No,
down.
I have no intentions on waiting to that day. I would much rather go up there with towels and wipe them down in the morning, because that's easier.
Well, we put them out, we set them in the morning, but I mean, at least they're there. They're not on second floor and then the
Yeah.
basement,
Yeah.
all that gathering.
Yeah, I
Yes.
can go, I mean, I'm sure we can rally enough people to do that.
Yeah,
That's
So
not
you'd
public
like
speaking,
Lions
So we can find
help,
help.
setting up.
yeah,
In the militia, I know one member of that group.
yeah,
I went to Kenny Green's funeral. One of them, we had the militia there, and one of them had to sit halfway through the ceremony.
okay.
So maybe be aware that where they were shooting their guns and everything, the time when they do the taps, then maybe he might have to have a seat.
Okay. Did you reach out to the militia?
Not yet.
Okay. Write that down.
Yep.
Because I guarantee that's in that book.
And one year, one of the veterans where they got their own seating area,
Yeah.
one of the veterans, they had a hard time getting the wheelchair across the lawn, so I came and I
Yeah.
assisted.
relax right now.
That I would definitely say will always be a problem. So yeah, we just have to have people watching out for that.
Yeah.
I don't know who. I don't know.
Person that brought that.
Yeah,
I'll be
whoever,
in-
because
I'll be
they're
in
they're
there.
not by themselves.
They'll be in the area to help assist pull the wheelchair.
Okay.
And then in the parade, the veterans usually, a lot of them like to march. But it might be a case where they can't march, they have to sit.
Well, then they should sit.
There's
trailer.
generally a float for the veterans.
That's what I mean. That's what
That
Lorena-
email, yeah.
It'd be right behind them, so they could get on the float if they had to.
Okay.
I think more if they are gonna need to sit, we should probably have them start seated.
Yeah.
Than rather than stopping mid to,
Yeah, that'll just ruin the whole
That's not
flow of
a that's
everything.
not a good idea. If they feel like they need to sit, they need to be on the float.
Yeah.
Because they can stand and wave. I don't care. as long as they don't fall down on the floor, you know? Like,
I think last year they had a lot of them sitting on the edge too,
Yeah,
waving.
so,
Not
yeah,
even
you
in a
can
chair,
wave.
but sitting on the edge waving, so.
yeah, I don't know, I can't remember, I was walking in it, it varies on how the floats are set up,
Yeah.
and who's on what float.
But yeah, I would say,
They usually have chairs.
yeah, I would
On
say
the
much
float.
like the conversation we had last week about keeping everybody in a pace together, that having somebody
Exactly.
that's unable to walk the entire route just sit to begin with, because we don't wanna throw off the pace of everything.
Well, that's the whole thing, especially if they're walking behind the float they need to get on, how are you going to flag that down? That person can't run up
Right,
to
right,
say, hey, I need to get on the float.
yeah.
So if, I would lean to, if your possibility of not being able to walk the whole thing, get on the float now.
Baby,
Just to
I'm
make
not
sure,
gonna
because we do not want any accidents, we don't want people
I only
falling, we
have
don't
one
want
baby
people
shark
passing
right
out, because if it's hot, the best
There's
of the
nothing I
best
can do, baby.
can get overheated. We've seen how many kids go down because they're overheated at the same, yeah,
Every year.
yep, every year.
Usually
Couple.
mine.
Yeah,
Put them right in front of us.
Be
so that we
prepared
can
for
go over to
the
them.
worst.
My
yeah,
eldest was
yeah,
famous.
so,
And yeah,
I don't know what to tell you,
I
Betty.
wanted to bring something else
That's
up.
all
and
I
I don't know
have.
what.
the bell,
I haven't got to the bell yet. I have to get with Travis and go up those
Okay.
stairs. I was there by myself, and I didn't want to go up them stairs by myself just in case something happened, because no one would know I was there. Falling down or something gave way, and
Safe,
yeah.
fine.
I know Brian Tanner would not have an issue climbing those stairs.
Well, and that's great, but I want to make sure Travis, I get somebody, either Travis or Royce or somebody from the from the DPW up there, because there are a couple steps that I do think need some attention. Just the way that they are. I'm like, that's, if somebody's heavier, I was looking at them like, I'm not putting my weight on that. Nope, I know better. So, this is referring to the bell, yeah, because at the first meeting house meeting, which we had last week, Gary and I both sit on that one. It's been a lot of meetings. Yeah, you have no idea. So, we talked about, I'm gonna get a hold of either Travis or somebody at the DPW to go up to see, because Tangway Jewelry is the one that does the clock, and he can look at the bell as well to see if it's a thing that we can make happen for the Memorial Day.
That would be pretty cool if we
Yeah,
can.
and that's great, and I'm going to do that. I just
Yeah.
got to get a hold of Travis, but last week was already jammed with meetings and such, so I didn't get a hold of him to go up there, because there's a couple steps that are questionable that,
Yeah.
yeah, and I was by myself and I didn't want to, no, we're not doing that. So again,
job
don't
being
want to
safe.
fall down up there
It's
and
sketchy going up there.
be by myself laying somewhere.
Find you in 6 months.
Yeah, I know, like, my phone went flying over there, there's nothing, nobody,
Like the
like,
third meeting that you missed, somebody would
Yes.
come look at you.
Yeah, right.
oh, no, my family would be
Just
like,
leave it on the day.
where's mom? Where's mom? I haven't seen her all
I mean, they
day.
don't have a tracker on you?
No, they don't. No, I do not have a bell. No, no. I just pop up like a bad penny all over the place. Anyway, but yeah, so that's on the list of things to do this week. I gotta go touch base with Travis. He'll be thrilled. But yeah, so.
So you'll be in touch with me on that.
Yeah, I will. Don't worry, Gary. As soon as I get through with Travis, you're next. I'm plowing through things one thing at a time. The face. He's just like spitting image. Yeah, like all I can see is his older brother. That's all
So
I can
did you
see.
get my video on the restoration of the town?
I got a random link. I'm assuming that's what it was, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm like, Gary, is this spam? Is this like gonna be hacked if I click on this? I did not click on it. I wanted to double check with you to make sure that was actually you and was a legit link. So that is a legit link that you emailed me. Okay. You can't just email a random link.
You want to
No one will click on it. All right.
Trying to think of what else.
I have a question about the hot dogs. Is that something you really wanted? Do you don't care?
Yeah, I just think it would be nice if there's gonna be ice
Lions
cream
has
and.
not done it every year, but we've done it on a special occasion, so.
I think that all town events that we do, I think it's great to always have the people that are very involved in the town, the Lions, to be involved. So obviously they help set up and do things behind the scenes too, but to be there, to be seen, to whatever, I think that the hot dog
I
thing
will,
would be
then I
great.
will ask them tonight if they, or tomorrow if they're, Wednesday if they're interested.
And if not, no big deal. I just think that it's good, like I
Right.
said, for everybody to kind of be
It-
involved and.
It becomes sometimes a problem with people being away that weekend.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
'cause
right,
it is
right.
a-
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
not something that like one or two people can do.
Yeah, right,
So
right.
I will ask if they have any interest.
Yeah.
Then we'll do it. If they don't, we won't.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think out of priority, that is the least of on the list of
Right.
Lions
Yeah,
help
right,
priority. So again, yeah, if there's too many people away, then on,
Right. And
obviously.
they will definitely have a float, so.
Good, perfect, good.
Do you want to go on to those two items now?
That was it, I already brought them up.
Oh, okay.
One was the chairs and one was that email.
Okay.
Okay, the float thing. I just didn't
I
want,
want,
I didn't want
it's on my note that I just
know.
left to remember,
Yep.
so I just wanted to make
That's
sure.
okay. So yeah, no, it was the chairs that I did count because
Okay.
Nancy asked how many, and I'm like, hold that, hold that thought. I will get back to you. So yeah, every time I opened the door, there was another chair, so a set of chairs somewhere. I was like, okay, we're just gonna keep counting until I go and just recount. I counted twice, and I came up with roughly the same number, 137. So I was like, that's right around there. So let's say 135 for 140. Yeah, somewhere between those two.
So
Will
this week
there
I'll
be-
finish with all of the reach out I need to do, because I just didn't get to all of it last week.
Okay.
Will there be scouts or something around to help put them away? Because I know, I can tell you for a fact that not all of our guys will be there.
Well,
Definitely
not only
would.
that, but if they're doing the hot dogs too.
Right,
I know
it's
the-
gonna be the same people doing
Yes.
everything.
Right.
I know the boys will be gone. I can ask whatever I have for kids to help. My son should be there because he does not work Saturdays.
I'm sure. you'll get-
Mondays.
I'm sure. you'll
Because
get
it'll be
a bunch of
closed.
people, Yeah.
Sorry, wrong day.
My
It's a
family
Monday.
will all be around and they.
Well,
are
it's
more than-
just it's the people that when you rent them,
Yeah,
No,
they come.
they come
and
and
fetch them. Yes, no, I
I'm-
agree.
I'm sure it's much like last night for Cinderella. There was a ton of people just that were randomly there that helped stack chairs even though
right,
there was
well,
a
once
custodian.
they,
So,
their people see somebody's doing,
Yeah,
somebody's
yeah.
starting, then all
I
you.
wouldn't worry about putting them out. I think we need to obviously organize, but I
Yeah.
think putting them away,
No, I'll see that they're out, you just have to come in where
Yeah.
you want them and set out your
I think putting them away would
priorities.
be,
Yeah.
you'll
We can-
probably get all 135 people to put away a seat.
Yeah. Hey, you know,
I think that
that's,
would be
that's not
fine.
gonna happen. But no, if we can,
Yeah.
yeah, there'll be, because it's the same thing everywhere you go, people just automatically start helping.
Yeah.
Like even at the Hubbardston Fair, I'm like pulling trash and people are like, do you need help? I'm
Yeah.
like, yes, help me wrangle this out of this can, you know, just hold the can.
I think.
You know, it's like, there's usually, people are good in this area to offer to help.
Yeah.
Well, when I went to grammar school, usually the 8th grade class, we had to set up chairs, take them down
Yeah.
in the auditorium.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's,
Mom,
don't worry, it's fine.
Did you get a chance to go through that binder?
I did, not every single page, but I got a rough gist of what's in there.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I need you to clean these up, both of you, right now. Thank you. Willa, help.
So do we need to, because just looking at this from last week, there was other discussion about what to add, order of marchers, that stuff. Is that all in there?
There is a lineup.
Okay.
There's also the agenda minutes and stuff in the last, there's the proposed lineup.
Okay.
So there's how it is. There's some, like, sketches of like where things,
Oh, wow.
To line up in the, to get ready.
where like the chairs normally go,
Okay.
where ROTC normally sets up,
Okay.
Yeah,
that type of stuff.
Perfect.
I say just follow the map.
Yeah.
Let's not
Feel-
reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
There's no need. Just follow the maps and, like I said, reach out to whomever's in that book.
Yep.
Militia, there should be all the emails on there, so it should be.
Yeah, there's a spreadsheet with
Okay.
phone numbers and emails.
Yeah, just start
Yep.
emailing, and if you don't get response, call.
Yep.
And Nancy will deal with the line, you know, she's gonna take care of the lines,
Yep.
thank God. And, you know, you're gonna deal with fire and police, so we got that. and
Yep.
she's dealing with the school, so at least that's off the plate.
Yep,
I'm just gonna feed you information.
that's fine. Yeah. This week I'll be able to tackle a lot more of those things. Last week was just, there's a lot going on.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, you get it.
I had 4 meetings by like 10 o'clock on Wednesday already, morning.
So we need to get a speaker and a master of ceremonies.
Yeah,
That's
so-
the main,
So when I talked to
Push
Bill
no.
Shea, you want interested in speaker and Marshall?
And/or,
Yeah.
I would use those words, and/or.
Yeah,
And if he leans one way or the other, or if he
Yeah.
wants to do both, great. but-
Yeah, just so, like, we're just looking for the interest there for them. If they're not interested at all, then we know that and we can
Right.
move on.
Yep.
If they're interested in one or the other or both, then bring that to next week's meeting.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming we're having another one
That was
next
gonna be
week.
my next question, is everybody available next week this time?
I don't think I am.
Okay.
I have a doctor's appointment. Let me look.
so next week, same time, same.
Hold on,
Hold
we're,
on.
we're trying to figure that
Hold,
out.
please. It'd be the 30th.
I cannot be here. We can either do it earlier. I have a doctor's appointment at 11:30 in Athol. So we can do it earlier, or I won't be back around until 2, so after 2.
Later
Preferences?
would
I
be-
don't care.
Later would be better for me.
I'm fine either way.
I'm good up until like 4 o'clock, so if you could do like 3 to 4?
That's fine. I can do that. Yep.
Does that work for everybody? 3 to 4?
Sure. I just have to be out the door at 4. And should I check with
And that's the date.
Melody to help?
Well, just, yeah, we'll set that for now and just double check, but
Yeah.
during the day, usually are you able to? Yeah, she's fine. That's the next question on the list.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Next meeting, 3 PM on the 30th.
Circle that one.
What was I gonna ask? Oh, is there like a job description for the master of ceremonies?
I didn't see that.
Because if I'm gonna ask these people that I know, they're gonna be like, well, what do I have to do?
Yeah, because there was like the list of the contacts, unless it's within the minutes. But there's the expenses. I did not see anywhere it was obviously in here. But I don't know if it's within the minutes somewhere, if somebody's defined that out, but I
Yeah.
didn't see it. You're welcome to
Okay.
peek through this if you want to.
Through it quick
Another set of
anyways.
eyes to.
Oh, so this is kinda, yeah, so this is, they do the flag and then this starts, opening statement. I would like to ask everybody, blah, 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 whatever. Step aside for the singing of the national anthem. Here's this person. So this is kinda, I would
Not
say.
right, yeah, not as a job description. It explains how everything's supposed to flow.
Yeah, this looks like it was his narrative for last year. So actually reading this, I would like to recognize and thank the following Gold Star families in attendance. So who's that? How do we Gold Star families?
That would be
I know
it.
Sue might know, but
That's-
she was the one that's instrumental in getting the Gold Star plaque. I don't know.
Okay,
That would be a Sue question.
okay.
Yep, I'll make my note.
So obviously this will just have to be kind of changed.
So
Remember
how do we know who is the gold star, or how do we?
Yeah, and
Okay.
how do we invite them?
Yeah.
Because they need to be in attendance.
Members of the select board, our grand marshal. This must have been from a couple of years ago, because it says that Tom Collier.
Buddy, no, we're in the middle
Oh,
of a
I
meeting.
thought,
Last year was,
Tom Collier was the grandmother.
what, yes.
oh, I thought it was,
Benny Meager was the
Yeah.
Grand Marshal last year, then Tom Collier the year before.
Year before, was
Oh.
it? I don't know.
Okay.
that's, anyways.
Maybe.
Tom Collier, Tom's been master of ceremonies for decades. Quabbin and
Did anybody ask
JROTC.
John?
Ask who?
Did you say you spoke to John's son, or?
No, I just got the phone number, so
Oh, okay,
that's
okay.
on my to-do list for this week. I got his phone number and then his son's.
Because I
was
will
advised
see them
of.
both
Our
tomorrow
student
morning. but
speakers.
I won't say anything, I'll let you do that.
You're welcome to if you have the relationship there.
Well, I mean, I know mine, but you're interested in him being Grand Marshal,
Yes.
John Nason.
Oh,
Okay, I'll ask him tomorrow.
Okay.
Military service. Yeah, so this is, it's pretty much, so then he goes on to say the Navy, and then the Marine Corps, the Coast Guard, Air Force, all that stuff, and then when the anthems are sung for all of them. And then our first guest speaker, Lauren Wright.
She was
She
the
says her
that person
thing.
last year, right?
Yeah. Was she last year?
No,
So this must have been from 2020. This is 2025, but it must have been from 2024.
yeah, because that was the year before Lauren Wright.
Yeah.
Last year was the dude from Westminster.
Yeah, okay, so this is,
And I can't remember for the life of me remember his name.
I wonder if it's on in here.
There might be like the year after.
Yeah. Senator Grant. General Smith. All military to stand.
As I sit here and look at the podium, do you want, I was responsible for getting the podium over there. Do you want me to do the same thing? I mean, I'd be happy to see that somebody gets the podium from the senior center building
Okay.
to the church. to the
Okay.
meeting
Is it
hall.
at the senior center building?
It always was, I don't know that it's, I'll
Or
have,
is that it?
no, that's not it.
Okay.
No, because I'm pretty sure that's not it.
Are you sure?
You know what, I thought it was a little bit more, I would
They
say,
have
not ornate, but a little bit more.
Yeah, there was another one that was more of an oak instead of that dark
This
Is that
cherry.
light-
doesn't look
light-
like what was there. Now,
The
this
oak
is-
one was the old one.
Do we
I
not
remember
have it
that.
anymore then?
I don't know.
I'll look at the senior center.
Okay.
I guess it doesn't
See
really
what's
matter.
The
there.
other podium, I remember that in
That
grammar
one
school,
weighs
that hasn't
5,000 pounds,
changed.
I can tell you, just by looking at it.
So, I mean, at least with this, at least I can, whoever I reach out to is basically, hey, you're gonna be the narrator, is basically what it comes down to of the Master of Ceremonies is you have to keep this on track.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, the master of ceremonies is the one that goes through it all
Yeah, okay,
and introduces and speaks.
all right.
So they just, yeah.
And then just seeing that to the bike thing, how do we advertise the decorate the bikes?
That
Is that
would
a
be-
certain group or are we?
No, that was, I believe, through the town, sent out like an email and a Facebook blast kind of
Okay.
thing to
I
kind of sign up
can
thing.
include that in my email to the school.
Yes.
With the,
Any
okay.
parents that would be interested in,
Allowing your kids to decorate and participate.
yeah, it'd be the same with, the problem is you're hitting all the same families, whether it's,
Yeah.
scouts or the football,
Sports,
the sports, the softball, the baseball, whatever.
Yeah.
The soccer kids, the kids riding the bikes, it's all you're hitting
all
all
the
the same
same
families.
kids,
How
yeah,
many,
right.
how many, so, but the whole thing is the more kids, the better, because then you at least get them to come and understand what the parade is.
They can do
Honestly-
a couple things.
Yeah, that's like, well, they can
Do all.
well, they can pick and choose what they want to walk in. Like, does it matter if they walk?
Or ride their bike.
Yeah, like whatever.
The
How
more
about it?
times they're hearing it, the more they're gonna remember too.
Yeah.
So, if they're
Yeah.
hearing it through multiple organizations.
The kids that speak, they usually get a certificate.
According to that narrative that's right there, they did. The Master of Ceremonies handed them a certificate after they completed it, when they sat down.
Yeah, we probably check with Mel to see where that came from, or ask Sue where that came from.
Okay.
It might have come from like Donnie Berthium's office or something like that. I don't know how ornate the certificate was.
Oh,
or how.
okay. Yeah, that just
'Cause
says
sometimes-
presents it, so.
Donnie Berthium and Peter Durant's office will a lot of times do certificates for folks in towns and stuff like that. They make the nice little fancy ones,
Yeah.
which are, nice for the kids to have. But I'm not sure if it also could have been something that Trish did too. I have no idea.
Right.
In the town offices, Mel may recall, either Leanne. There might be a template if the town did it themselves.
All right.
We have an executive assistant starting next Monday. But they're gonna take a little hot second to catch up to
Yeah.
speed, so let's not bombard her yet with things that she doesn't know nothing about. Yeah.
So do we want to hold off on contacting one of the senators until we can figure out who we want as a guest speaker and stuff? Or
I would-
should we reach out to them anyways?
I would say if we are leaning towards just one guest speaker, wait till next meeting to see
to figure
if
out.
there's somebody that has a
Local.
thought and has a person that may want to before we take the plunge on reaching out, because we can always reach out to them to see if they're willing.
Yeah,
Um,
kind of keep them as plan B.
yeah, we can't wait too long, but
Yeah.
Well, that's my
we
thoughts,
need
is
to,
how
yeah,
long
but I don't
is
think,
too long?
I don't think 1 week is going to
No.
make or break either way.
No.
Okay.
In my humble
I agree.
2 cents.
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
Works for me.
unless somebody has a better idea, you know?
Is there anything else anybody feels like we need to cover today? Under,
Or get out there so we can follow up with it next meeting?
No, as long as the COA is getting reached out to, the Lions are getting reached out to, that lady with the veterans is getting reached out to. You're touching base with Sue to just kind of go over
Yep.
stuff. And she
Yep.
can give you a rundown of,
yeah, I already told her that when I got off the phone last time, I was like, I'm gonna have 8 million more questions, so
yeah.
be prepared.
It might be good just to sit down with her.
Yeah.
You know, honestly.
It's just
I
catching
know.
schedules together
Yeah, I
is
know.
challenging, but yes.
Yeah. You guys can always use one of the offices here or at the senior center. I'm sure they would.
Yeah, that's true.
But there's like a little office right over there. As long as the town offices are open, you can sit in her little room and just go over things with her. And it's not a meeting proper, you know, because it's the two of you talking.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, as long as all the checks have been hit from this last meeting and anything moving forward, then I
Do
would
we
say
have a band?
that's what she
Yeah, I
was,
got the phone number.
she's calling out. She's gonna double check
Yep.
the prices for the band that was used last year. So we don't have one yet, but we have one that's in the works. Hopefully, we'll know by next Monday a price and their availability.
Yep.
So we can move forward with that.
Can we use the Hubbardson Celebration page to put
I can
stuff out
put
there
whatever
about
you
this?
want on, just tell me what you want.
Okay, I just didn't know if there was some rule on it, has
Nope.
to be used for whatever, or
Nope.
how that worked. Okay,
I put all kinds of stuff on
Okay,
it.
all
A
right.
lot of times I copy and paste what the town, you know, if the town's looking for something, then
yeah, okay, all right,
share it.
perfect.
The same with the Hubbardston people.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
we
yeah.
just share it right to that.
Yeah.
But again, not everybody's on social media, so we'll have Mel to send it out as an email blast.
That, and then your sign too.
Yep, the electronic sign, we can put stuff up there for very specific,
Yep,
you know, looking for folks.
The senior center bought T-shirts for the veterans.
oh, that's right.
And,
Hats.
That might be some of the stuff
and
that's in.
I don't know about hats, that T-shirt, but my personal, knowing the veterans that I know, I thought it was very nice, but
They love t-shirts,
very-
everybody loves t-shirts.
but they're very, very expensive. They were really expensive last year, and I bet it's doubled this year.
Yeah,
I wonder, would this have a receipt for something like that, or would
There
that
should be
the
something
Council on
in there that
Aging?
talks about,
Yeah,
there should be, even in the
expenses.
expenses.
Because I can look into, I've been tasked with many t-shirt projects over the years, I've used a bunch of different companies. I can reach out and find out what I can do for prices and see if it's something.
And I
that-
don't know if you have time.
well,
That's the other thing now.
And yeah, one avenue I do have time, I know for sure that he would do them for me. The problem is I don't know how much he would cost.
so.
He may be the expensive, but it will be done.
So,
I only said it because I think you're going to get questions
I think it's a good
people are
gesture.
going to ask.
I have from 2024 a note of t-shirts that was
Does
$635.
it say how many t-shirts?
Here's your problem, where are you getting the money from?
Well, that's why I'm curious to see how much it was, and then, I mean, who did it last year? Was it the Council on Aging that had
Yeah,
their
this would have been
fundraising
from
money?
2 years ago.
I guess where does it come from before?
Oh, printed shirts. So this was through Monty Tech.
They're
For
actually
95.
expensive. 95 shirts
Yep,
for 600 and something bucks.
yep.
Okay.
So it said on that 2024, but this one's for 2025.
95 shirts, 650 we'll say for round number purposes. Okay. Where did it come, where did the money come from? Does it even say? Do you know, Nancy? Do you know where the money came from?
I know where some of it came from.
Okay.
It's like donations and stuff because there's
Okay.
not enough money in the bill.
Okay.
I know there's not enough money because the town doesn't give this parade
Yeah, right.
anything close. So.
Yeah, it just
um,
says account balance.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Speaking of, no, hold on.
Well, what I will do, I will look into it and
Yep.
see what it would cost, and if it's something that's not gonna be crazy amounts of money, and if it can be done in time, I'll present it next week, and then we can go from there. See if we can use, maybe the band has less money this year for some reason, and we can use, I don't know, I'm just saying, I'm just
Do we
throwing
know
ideas
what's
out there.
in the account specifically, or how do we
Isn't
find
it
out?
like $1,000? That's it. I think that's all it is.
Because Sue had said there's a Memorial Day donations account,
Oh.
separate,
Okay.
that should have 400 at least in it.
That's not even gonna cover the band.
No, I know,
Remotely
but that, I think it sounded like it was a separate,
It could be, that would
So
be
where do we find
a
that out?
Liz question over in
Liz?
in the tax collector's office.
Okay.
We can walk over there afterwards and ask a couple things to find out for money wise.
Yeah, so I'll find out anyways and get a number, and then from there we can, maybe Bill Shea would be willing to donate because of some, you know what I mean? We can go to people that usually do generously donate things and see who would be willing to do something, maybe?
My bank account is closed.
No,
No,
we're not looking, don't
No,
worry.
that's
I'm
why
not
I've done it.
asking.
Yeah.
The chairs and the patio and
Yep, no,
Yeah, yeah.
that's why, this is why
I have a son who bought a house.
Yeah, no, that's,
Good for
we
him.
can reach out
I
and
don't want
see.
that on public TV,
Oh,
but
that's okay.
there it goes.
You're fine. Look, everyone, I'm a person that I will tell you, my time is way more valuable than any check I can write you. You know what I mean? The way, and certain people are, I will write you a check, and certain people are, I will give you my time.
And that's,
And
right,
that's
Certain
fine.
people just do it both.
Yep.
right. So
Sometimes, yes, sometimes people do both because
But
they're.
that's why I
luxury.
mentioned the t-shirts, because I know it was a cost, it
Yeah.
was not cost effective.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it might be something that you have to cut out.
Yeah, I
But-
can, I'll look into it, and then we can, like I said, we can talk to people that I know in the past have been very passionate about certain things anyways, to donate and find out, maybe what we can do.
Okay.
Anything else? Are we good to wrap?
We're done.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Should we adjourn?